Right, the external structure of heart. Just now I explained you all the parts. Now let me continue how it is protected from all sides. So this particular heart, it is a cardiac muscle. It is covered with a transparent membrane which is named as pericardium. The name of the membrane is called as pericardium. So it is a transparent membrane which completely surrounds this particular heart. And the function of this pericardium is, it is surrounded, it is filled with a liquid internally called pericardial fluid. Name of the fluid is called pericardial fluid. So pericardium, the transparent membrane, and pericardial fluid, these two structures protect our heart from external shocks and blows. So I'll repeat the word pericardium and pericardial fluid. Pericardium is a transparent membrane which surrounds the heart, and the liquid is called pericardial fluid. So apart from this pericardium and pericardial fluid, the heart itself is a muscle which is, there are three major names for the layer of this particular muscles. Outer layer of this muscle which surrounds the entire heart, it is called epicardium. Epicardium. The middle layer is called myocardium. Myocardium. And the inner layer is called endocardium. Endocardium. Endo meaning is inside. Epicardium, myocardium, endocardium. These are all layers of these muscles, outer layer of the muscle of the heart, which also help in covering the entire structure of heart. So remember, pericardium, pericardial fluid are the structures which protect our heart, and the membranes surrounding the heart, the muscle of the heart, epicardium, myocardium, endocardium. These are names of muscles of the heart, outer layers of the muscles. And this particular slide explains you about the internal chambers which I have shown you right now, the model. The right side chambers are called right auricle and right ventricle, and in lower chambers upper chambers are called auricles, lower chambers are called ventricles. Right side chambers are called right auricle, also called right atrium, and right ventricle. Left two chambers are called left atrium and left ventricle. So I'll repeat again to avoid confusion. The above two chambers are called auricles. Lower two chambers are called ventricles. Right side, right auricle, right ventricle. Left side, left auricle and left ventricle. So these are all four chambers of the heart. Now, so to go further with this particular internal structure of heart, so the way how these five major blood vessels are connected to these four chambers internally. So to understand this, you have to see the internal structure of the model. You will understand further. So it is I prepared only a model which will explain you the way how they are connected internally. So you can see now this structure, the same way, the same model which I have shown you right now. This particular model which explains the auricles, the ventricles, the right auricle, the right ventricle, the left auricle, the left ventricle. The same auricles internally, the five blood vessels are connected to these four chambers in this way. You can see, count the number of straw pipes. It is a model. I said it is a model, just straw pipes. You can count how many are present totally. They are 5 in number. You can see the first one and the second one and the third one. The three veins. Names, the three veins. Names, I'll repeat again. The superior vena cava, the inferior vena cava, the pulmonary vein, and two large arteries, the systemic aorta and pulmonary vein. So these are all the 5 blood vessels. They are connected to inside chambers of the heart. So before explaining the inside chamber of the heart, first I had to explain you how the chambers of the internal heart are divided internally, how they are separated internally. Now, there is a name of a muscle. The muscle which divides both auricles and ventricles, they are called as septum. Also called as wall, W-A-L-L, wall, also called as septum. Now you can see in this model, there is a small structure which differentiates the above 2 chambers, another structure which differentiates the lower 2 chambers. So these structures only, they are called as septum. S-E-P-T-U-M, septum, also called as wall, W-A-L-L, wall. I am going to reveal the names of these septums. You have to remember. The above 2 chambers are called auricles. Lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. Now above 2 chambers, it is called as right auricle. It is called as left auricle. And ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. Now the wall or septum which separates both auricles, it is called interauricular septum. I will repeat again, interauricular septum. Inter meaning is different, septum meaning is wall, auricular because they are auricles. Interauricular septum separates right auricle and left auricle. Function of the septum is to prevent mixing of deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood. It prevents mixing of blood. Interauricular septum. Now, the same way, the ventricles are also separated by a wall. It is called interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. Septum means wall. Inter means different. Ventricular meaning is ventricles. Interauricular septum, interventricular septum. These 2 septum will not allow to mix blood which is flowing inside chambers of the heart. Apart from these 2 septum, interauricular septum, interventricular septum, there is one more wall which separates both auricles and both ventricles. It is called auriculoventricular septum. Auriculo meaning is auricles, ventricular for sake of ventricles, auriculoventricular septum. Auriculoventricular septum separates the chambers of auricles and ventricles. So these are the 4 chambers, the way they are separated with the muscle inside. I'll repeat again, remember the names, note down the names. Interauricular septum, interventricular septum, auriculoventricular septum. Right. So now I will continue with the 5 blood vessels which are connected outside, how they are connected to inside chamber of this heart. So this particular picture which you have seen earlier, we have seen the 5 chambers, the 5 blood vessels: superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, pulmonary vein, systemic aorta, pulmonary artery. Now you can see the first 2 blood vessels. I am using the 2 blood vessels, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. These 2 blood vessels collect blood from all parts of the body and open into right auricle. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, both blood vessels open into right auricle. I will repeat again, both superior and inferior vena cava open into right auricle. And one blood vessel, it is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein collects blood from both lungs and opens into left auricles. So now auricles collect blood from all parts of our body, including lungs. So right auricle receives blood from all parts of the body, that is only deoxygenated blood. Head and neck region, superior vena cava, and lower part of the body, inferior vena cava. And left chamber, left auricle receives oxygenated blood from lungs by pulmonary vein. This is all about auricles. Now, then the last two blood vessels which I have shown you, the arteries, systemic aorta and pulmonary artery. Systemic aorta, it starts from left ventricle. You can see this model, systemic aorta, the largest of all these 5 blood vessels is called systemic aorta. It starts from left ventricle and supplies blood to all parts of the body. It goes behind heart and supplies blood to all parts of our body. Systemic aorta. And the 5th blood vessel, the pulmonary artery, it starts from right ventricle. It starts from right ventricle and supplies blood for both lungs. These are not horns, they are blood vessels which going for right lung, and this supplies for left lung. These are divided as soon as they come out of this particular heart. From right ventricle, pulmonary artery, it starts from right ventricle. It comes out of the heart, divides into 2 and supplies blood to both lungs. You have to remember this model to understand structure of heart. So this is all about the internal structure of heart. Again, I will continue next.